World premiering, introducing for the first time, Pew News. The most legitimate news source on the internet. Pew News, the place where we talk about things that happen on the internet, topics that are of interest. News number 1: J.K. Rowling is under the fire lately. J.K. Rowling responds to gay Dumbledore controversy. J.K. Rowling, the wonderful author who didn't take a second before calling me out publicly for being a fascist. Thank you, J.K. Basically, what happened was that J.K. Rowling, the queen of afterthought, after writing 7 books, she thought it would be nice that if Dumbledore, without any hint in any of the 7 books, that Dumbledore, one of the main character, was a homosexual. A nice little afterthought, you know. Of course. And you know why? Because they're no different. That's why. That's how genius I am. Because they're no different from normal people. That's why I don't even have to write it in. I will, however, take all the glory for being so forward-thinking. You are welcome. So now that the new movies are coming out with Dumbledore's past, or his previous character as young, it was exposed that none of that will be shown. Dumbledore will in fact not be displaying that he is into boys. And J.K. Rowling sort of responded to people's criticism about this. People weren't too happy, kind of calling her out for her hypocrisy that, hey, I thought you said that he was a homosexual character, then why isn't he all of a sudden? And J.K. responded with, I'm gonna mute you. That's how you know someone responds well to criticism, when she won't even listen to it. J.K. Rowling, which of course also so progressively thought, yes, Hermione was actually black, as clearly evidence all over her 7 books displayed. Like here. And here. Here's the tragic case of me actually agreeing with Polygon. Fantastic Beasts sequel needs to show Dumbledore's sexuality, not just hint at it. You have created a world with werewolves, wizards, and all kinds of shit. I don't watch Harry Potter or read the books, but I know you got magic in it. But a man publicly displaying that his sexuality, that's too far. That cannot exist in this world. Thank you very much. It's like she wants the cake and eat it too, and people call her out on it, and she's a crybaby. J.K. Rowling is a lost billionaire woman who can't face criticism. Nothing new here. The next news. Logan Paul went skydiving and his main parachute didn't open. Oh my god. I think that's the wrong emoji that they used. They should have used that emoji, or perhaps. Many of you asked what my opinion was about Logan Paul returning to YouTube, and it's pretty simple. He should be able to return. There shouldn't be any problems with it. I personally, I don't have any problem with it. I, for one, love seeing slow-mo shots of Logan Paul with a serious face. Maybe petting his dog, or maybe just wrapping his fingers together. That's what I subscribe for Logan Paul, and I'm glad that he is back doing what he's doing best.
I think as a society, as human beings, we just
yes, touch the stone.
That includes me too. That's something I'm learning. Something else to talk about.
Can I just say, I love his haircut. It's just perfect. It just made me completely forget about everything. I need a new haircut. That's better. I guess the thing about this video is that Logan Paul's initial video that started all the drama, it was made to make himself look better in the eye of suicide. That's what he did. He just did it so miserably that it just completely collapsed. And at the end of the day, this video is doing the same thing. He's trying to make himself look better in the eye of suicide. There's really no difference, but the general thing to learn here, that it's okay to do that. It's okay to benefit from suicide as long as you're doing it in the right way. One important note that I got from the video was that he met up with this gent that survived from jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge, which is obviously it doesn't happen, and he was met with instant regret, and he uses that to speak out against suicide, and it's a great story, and it's great that he's getting featured. Basically, when I was doing my media storm, everyone told me to do this exact same thing. Everyone told me you need to meet with people, you need to travel around the world to interact and show people that you've learned. You need to appear on interviews. And I just personally felt that that was very disingenuous. It seemed like I'm obviously just doing it to repay my image, or to repair my image. I'm not doing it out of pure good intention, which sort of spoils it completely for me. And I just thought that's just disingenuous. I don't want to do that. I would rather just show people that I've changed through my videos and time. He also did an interview with ABC with Michael.
Michael, I'm 22 years old. I'm gonna be honest with you, Michael. Michael, I've gotten to meet
Michael.
So he's 100 yards away from the parking lot. It doesn't make any sense. And I believe it happened for a reason.
So apparently, because it was just 100 yards from the parking lot, and Logan Paul found a dead body, it happened for a reason. Logan Paul is on a divine path of redemption. This all happened for a reason. Who would have thought it would have happened? No one.
For parents out there, because you're the father of 13-year-old twin girls, it's very hard to know everything that your kids watch.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of parents.
Who are not gonna pay for your merch anymore.
Every parent I meet whose kids are under the age of like 12, I go, hey, you let your kids watch my stuff?
That's right, parents. Don't worry about everything that happened. It wasn't Logan Paul's fault. It was your fault, okay? You should not have let your kids watch his videos. What are you, stupid parents? Come on, man. What are you doing, parents? Obviously, it's not Logan Paul's fault.
When you put out content like that, do you realize the age of your audience?
It's odd because, Michael, I'm 22 years old. It's not like I'm making content necessarily for kids.
Mm-hmm.
You 100% are making content for kids, Logan. You know your demographic. Every YouTuber ever knows their demographics. That's how you're successful. It's in your analytics. And it's also, you meet them. I know people say, well, only the young ones show up at events like this and stuff like that. But no, when I did my meetups, there were all the people there too. They were not just all kids. In fact, there were more young teens and or young adults than kids. You're lying. You're just lying.
I try not to live my life thinking about money.
I'm sorry, what? Can you repeat that, please?
I try not to live my life thinking about money.
Mm-hmm.
Your whole channel is built about money, Logan. It's the only thing that draws in these little kids to look up to you. Oh, look at all these flashy car you have, the mansion. Your whole brand is built around it, Logan. Are you kidding me?
The 2017 year in review video, where do I begin? I guess I could start with this. At 22 years old, I bought my first house for $6.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't quite satisfied, so I had a koi pond put in.
Mm-hmm.
Painted the walls of the guest house.
Mm-hmm.
Bought a giant truck known as the Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
Bought a school bus, and then turned it into a cool bus.
Mm-hmm.
Installed a home theater system.
Blah, blah, blah. More material objects. Guys, the point is I bought a lot of things, including this Rolex. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
I try not to live my life thinking about money.
Like I said, Logan Paul should just keep making videos and be honest. That would be my advice. And as long as he's not, I'm gonna call him out on it. Now, which brings back to this headline. Logan Paul went skydiving and his main parachute didn't open. He posted on Twitter that he had to cut away his main parachute because it didn't open, and he had to use the blue reserve parachute. Remember the guy that jumped off the bridge and survived? Well, now Logan Paul has someone that he can relate to it. Normally, I would think better of people, but seeing Logan Paul's behavior, and I think I'm someone that can understand this sort of mentality, where you're just dishonest. I really truly think that he just jumped with the second parachute. I would not accuse people of this shit just out of superstition, but seeing all these track record of dishonesty and doing literally anything to redeem your brand, I'm gonna call it out. It seems too perfect for me to see him talk to a guy that jumped off the bridge and survived, and then this is gonna be his first vlog, right? This is gonna be his comeback vlog. I haven't seen it, it hasn't come out yet, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be his vlog. And now he gets a chance to feel like, yes, you know, I survived a jump. Now I feel the same way. And if you think I'm crazy, people are already saying it. Maybe now you'll stop seeing suicide as a joke. First, you have this video, and this is very specific thing happens in relation to it. Obviously, Logan knows his next vlog is gonna have to be important. It's gonna have to have some sort of message. He can't just keep making videos and move on. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I know people will think I'm crazy, like I'm put on a tinfoil hat or something. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it for a second. Stop being dishonest, Logan. That's all you have to do. Next news. Pew news. That's right, we have more. Susan Wojcicki tweeted, CEO of YouTube, I think that's her position at least, that she's been listening closely to your thoughts and ideas for the past year, so I wanted to share my priorities for creators in 2018. It's a long blog post going through basically acknowledging the issues, I would say. She sort of spices on some good bits here and there, like not everything is bad. Hey, they have super chat now, and in 2017, the number of creators making 6 figures grew by 40%, so it's not all bad. But she did recognize the demonetization in this message. She says, but even as our platform continues to do well around the world, too many of you unfortunately had to learn about it. New word in 2017, demonetization. It's nice to have it acknowledged at least. It would be nicer to see what is going to be done. I think a real good course of action would be to stop letting people have this guessing game with YouTube. You're gonna have to start filling people in on what is going on and why, for example, a video gets demonetized. Whenever my video gets demonetized, I have to play this guessing game of what caused it. What was it in this 10-minute video that wasn't allowed? Was it because I said Dorian at that point? Was that too much? You never know. It's so, I wish they just say, hey, this doesn't fit into our community guidelines. I can go, oh, okay, I'll cut that out, not a problem. And then I can move on with my day. And instead having to spend hours of re-uploading, spending so much time. And I think this is a problem with most creators. When a clip gets claimed by another company, they take all the revenue of the video. So let's say I used audio from someone that I didn't know was copyrighted or something like that. It's hard to tell, I know. It's stupid, you shouldn't do it, but sometimes it just happens. And they claim the video, they get all the revenue. And plus that, they don't even have to say why they claimed it or what is claimed. There's still so many issues with the system, and they're making it harder for creators to earn their revenue that they deserve. You have really creative people really making amazing stuff that don't get the revenue. Just to give an example, you have this really creative meme video that I re-uploaded because I wanted to react to it. It's a really great video, probably took a shit ton of edit to put in. And it's to display the memes of 2017. If I showed this bit in my video, the company that owns this video can claim my video and take all the revenue for this entire video just because I showed it. That's enough to justify the claim. There's so many issues, and I think that's what needs to be addressed. Stop letting YouTubers have this guessing issue. I do think they are going to make an effort, and I'm glad this is talked about from Susan direct. I hope that Susan makes more statement like this. I think it's great. And it gives some transparency and generally a direct reply to the community. Pew news. What are your thoughts on some of the stuff that we discussed here today? Let me know. Also, make sure that you check out the new merch. Now it comes in hoodie. That's right. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and as always, squad fam out.
Every parent I meet whose kids are under the age of like 12, I go, hey, you let your kids watch my stuff?